So I want to expand a little bit on the video I just uploaded. My phone keeps cutting out. Not sure what the deal is. Anyways, basically, it's a message to the left and the establishment that we're so divided. And you know, it's fine. People are different. It's okay to be different than each other. It's okay to have different political views. It's okay to have different worldviews. But at this point, we're so divided. I don't think our families and our values can continue to commingle in society when we're so divided. I cannot get along with somebody that's okay with killing babies at 9 months. Have you ever asked yourself why it's so hard to adopt a child but so easy to abort one? You know what I mean? You can get an abortion in 10 minutes for free. I think. I don't know. I'm sure there's some government program where you just walk in and say, I'm poor, I got pregnant, kill my baby. But to adopt a child, the vetting process is extremely invasive, totally overwhelming, and extremely expensive. And I get it. It should be an extensive background check to make sure you care for a child. I understand that. But, it's a really simple question. Why is it so easy to abort a baby and so hard to adopt one? So when we have issues like that we're so divided on, why not just separate? Why not just secede, have a confederation of states that are not involved with the wacky left, the union, and just separate. And, I know the left laughs and that's the difference. Is the left is just mean about it. They're like, oh, you guys couldn't survive without the big cities, and you guys would be a third world nation and all that stuff. Well, interestingly enough, during this, the war of northern aggression, or the Civil War, the Union couldn't allow the southern states to secede because they needed their economy. They needed the tax revenue, and they needed the agriculture. And the South didn't want a war. They just wanted to leave. They didn't want any part of the authoritarian Union that Lincoln was, how Lincoln was operating the Union. And they ended up having to fight a war over it, a long, extensive, very deadly war. The South was really trying to hold true to their values. And I think we're finding ourselves basically in the same position now. The problem is we're giving so much power to the federal government now. You can't, there's no fight. There's no physical fight between the government and the people. It can't happen. We've tried to fight politically, maybe not as hard as we could, because the right isn't really too interested in getting involved in local politics and everybody else's life. We basically just want to do our thing, operate our business, take care of our family. We don't want to be involved in the government and getting in everybody's life. So why not secede? The left doesn't want to be around us. They hate us. They think we're just barbaric buffoons, and we're all just racist and the stinky Walmart people, and we offer nothing to society. Okay, well, take your society and we'll take ours, and we'll just be separate. I think that's the only reasonable solution to this. So I look for a coalition of states to really push this moving forward. Texas and Alaska are talking about it pretty extensively, and that's my thoughts. It's just like what happened in the 1850s and 1860s. Like, it's time to just separate. We're so different. I can't live like the people in California. I can't have an authoritarian government that's going to tell me when I can and cannot open my business, and tell me what I need to wear. I need to wear a mask everywhere. We don't want to live like that. If you want to live like that, because you under the guise of compassion for others, and you're so naive to see you can't look at COVID for what it really is, then fine. live in your liberal utopia of the government's going to take care of everything, and we're so compassionate that our streets are filled with shit and piss and drugs and homeless people and you name it. If that's how the left wants to live, then fine. But we want to live our life with our conservative values and our businesses, and doing what's right for our community, and thriving and being prosperous, and not allowing the government to come in and take our prosperity. So that's my thoughts on secession. The problem is we need some lawyers. We need some good lawyers and some good politicians to get involved with this. But the overreaching tech giants and other multinational corporations have made it so that if you're in a high-level government or legal position, you can't speak. You can't speak your true values. If your values don't align with the radical left, you're not allowed to speak. So it'll be a long fight, but gotta start somewhere. I think secession is the place to go. And if you didn't catch it in my last video, all you liberal maniacs who are celebrating Kamala Harris being the first person of color to be vice president, go back and look at who the vice president was in 1928. I think it was 1929, maybe. Charles Curtis. He was Herbert Hoover's vice president, Native American, person of color, not a white guy. So, but you can't recognize that. I guess it's only black people count as people of color, and we forget about history. So there you go. Y'all have a good day.